So welcome to a fireside chat with no fire. It is so humid.
So humid, the lens is fogging
Yeah,
up.
the lens keeps fogging, so hopefully we can get through this without it fogging up too much.
We have been down in the Keys for a whole month, and lots of people have asked us, like, how did you get that? How were you able to do that? So we were going to explain to you some of the things that we did so that you can spend some time down here too, because it truly is gorgeous.
Yeah, we wanted to share our tips and tricks to the Florida Keys. So let's do it.
So I am going to interview Ryan because he is the one. He is the one that does all of the reservations and booking. Well, for all of Bryson's life, he has traveled and he's done his own travel.
Yep.
So he just kind of easily fit into that role in our family when we started RVing.
Yeah, I was my own travel agent, so
for many years.
I traveled every week for years, and so if I had to get somewhere, I had to book it myself. So I got really accustomed to booking hotels and flights and rental cars, and just became accustomed to it. So it was an easy transition. I know this is one of the things people hate about RV life is the planning and the traveling, but or the planning and the booking. Yeah, not the traveling. They love the traveling, but it's the planning and everything. So this was something that I was used to, so it was just a natural fit for me. So
okay, so how did we get down here?
We drove
by RV.
No, so we knew we wanted to come to the Keys this winter, and so we really just kind of started planning. So there are 2 places that we have stayed at while we've been at the Keys, or really 4. There are 4 places, but 2 of them are the same and 2 are the same. So the first 2 are
state parks.
State parks. So we'll talk about the state parks first. So that's where we're at right now. We're at Bahia Honda. We've heard so many different ways, and we were told there's a way to say it, and then one of the volunteers said it differently, so we still don't know if we're saying it right, but we'll call it Bahia Honda. This is one of the harder parks. There are 2 state parks that are really hard to get into, Bahia Honda and Curry Hammock.
Yeah.
And what we did, and this is the huge tip for you guys to get state parks almost anywhere in the country, I believe, is a website called Wandering Labs. It's WANDERING labs, like a science lab.com. So Wandering Labs allows you to put in dates that you want to book and the specific parks, and then for us, like, we were able to put in the size of our RV. So we would put in that we're a 42-foot Class A motorhome, and then what Wandering Labs does is then they go out and search for state parks for your specifications. So we said, hey, we want to stay at Bahia Honda. These are the dates that we want to stay, and then it starts searching, and I think it does it once a minute. So every minute it is searching on your behalf, and then the huge thing is when a site becomes available, they send you a notification. So this is where there are 2 parts to this. You can get an email for free, or you can make a one-time donation. I think we donated $15 to Wandering Labs to kind of help keep them going. We made a one-time donation to Wandering Labs for, I think, $15. And by doing that, they then text you the notification.
And email, both.
You get both. And I can guarantee you, if you don't do the text, you will not get these kind of state parks. Unless it's like that off-season where no one's booking. Because like for us, there would be times where we would get a notification. We would have amazing service. We would get the notification. We would click it. We would get in. We would already be signed into the Florida State Park system, and it would already be gone. And that's one of the frustrating things. Yeah, they would go so fast. So that was one of the frustrating things, because you're like, man, we want to get down here. And we didn't plan. You can book these 11 months in advance. So right now, I could book for November of next year. If you go on to Florida State Park's website...
We're in December.
We're in December, so in November of next year.
Oh, 11 months. I'm sorry.
11 months. So if you go on to the Florida State Park's reservation site, and you say, I want to book the next available site at Bahia Honda, it'll tell you there are none available. If you go to some state parks, it'll give you, you know, there's a day here and there or whatever. you know, there's availability out there. But when you try to book Bahia Honda, Curry Hammock, Long Key, these key state parks, they will not be available at any time. So these things book up 11 months in advance, consistently.
Yeah.
So you have to, if you're not on top of that and you're not booking at that 11-month point, you have to be on top of it and do like Wandering Labs and hope for the best. So for us, it just happened to work out where we were able to book John Pennekamp and Bahia Honda at separate times, where it kind of lined up with all of our reservations. So that's one part. So we stayed at John Pennekamp State Park, which is in Key Largo, and then we're here at Bahia Honda. So those are two state parks that we were able to stay at here in the Keys. And then part 2 of this is we are also members of Thousand Trails.
Which is awesome.
Which is amazing. So Thousand Trails has 2 campgrounds here in the Keys. They are Encore campgrounds, so they are kind of like a separate sister company to Thousand Trails. But we can book those campgrounds 60 days in advance. So Sunshine Key and Fiesta Key normally cost anywhere from like $150 to, we heard, $210 per night. Per night. How much were we able to pay for Fiesta Key and Sunshine, Tiff?
$20 a night.
$20 a night. So we were able to stay, we did 13 nights total between the 2 parks. And we were able to pay only $20 a night. And they are phenomenal campgrounds.
Oh, yeah.
Sunshine Key is literally just on the other side of the bridge from Bahia Honda. It's less than 10 minutes away. And then Fiesta is just north of Marathon. So the 2 parks are basically divided by Marathon Key.
They have swimming pools and...
Heated swimming pools.
Yep. And little beaches and playgrounds and just really nice.
Super nice.
Campgrounds.
And we were lucky to get the amazing site that we had at Fiesta. We had basically a water view site, and we didn't have to pay extra for that or anything. There was one guy I talked to who said that they are staying at a premium waterfront site at Sunshine Key for 19 days, and it was $4,500. So we will take our budget. That is not our budget. We will take our $20 night. So our average night for this month in the Keys, I haven't done the exact math, but my estimate is that it's probably $33 to $35 a night. A night. Which is phenomenal for the Keys when you hear people spending $4,500 for 18 days.
Especially this time of year. This is like prime. It is gorgeous down here.
Oh, it's perfect.
I think the high today was 81 maybe.
The water is a little chilly.
I actually
thought we hadn't been, you know, if you watched our video from yesterday on kayaking, we were on the Gulf side, which is the first time we've gotten into the Gulf side of the water, and it was significantly warmer than the Atlantic side. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
So the way to get to the Keys, there are 2 ways in our opinion. One is to be Thousand Trails members. If you have questions about Thousand Trails, we've done a few videos on it in the past. We are more than happy to answer your questions. You can leave a comment down below or contact us through Instagram or another way. But we will also put Warren and Sharon Lewis. They are our contacts at Thousand Trails. They are membership specialists. They have helped countless friends of ours get signed up with Thousand Trails, and they would love to help you.
Super sweet.
Yeah, so we would love to send them all of our business, and we couldn't full-time without Thousand Trails. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. You know, Thousand Trails has saved us so much money. I think we've done 200 last year in our first year of being members and camping. I think we did 269, 270 nights.
Yep.
So it's saved us so much money. I actually just did the math, so this is kind of a tangent. I just did the math. So for 2 years, if we do 500 nights, which is probably what we could potentially do, we'll pay on average just over $12 a night for camping in those 2 years. And then every year that we stay with Thousand Trails and Camp and Network, it gets cheaper and cheaper. So it's expensive up front, but it is well worth it. And they've got tons of options, so Warren and Sharon can help you with that. And then I'll also leave a link down below to Wandering Labs, just so you can get signed up on that website. Again, this works. We were going to use it in California.
Yeah.
There was a beach state park that we were going to stay at. We ended up doing Disneyland instead. But we were able to book that. That's how we got Henderson Beach, was through Wandering Labs. So if you are looking for state parks anywhere, not just here in Florida, anywhere in the country, I believe Wandering Labs can assist you with that as well. So that's how we did the Keys for a month.
For a whole month.
And we could have stayed longer.
We could have, but We really,
We became adults.
I know, and we thought that we should use our free nights that we have at Orlando near our home church, and we need to, the kids are dying to go to storage and get some of their toys out and swap some things out, and so we thought, all right, because we seriously could have stayed, I think, 19 more nights.
It was something like that. So Curry Hammock, so the most you can stay in the state parks is 14 nights at one time. I think you can, I don't know if you can change sites. I'm not 100% sure how the state parks works. I know you can book up to 14 nights in a site. And Curry Hammock, while like one day we got like 6 notifications, which had never happened. We had not gotten a single Curry Hammock notification since we set it up like 4 or 5 months ago.
And that's one we want to go to.
And that's the one we really want to go to. And then while we were here, or it was right before we got here, we started getting notifications that it was available, and we kept getting them. Even today we got Curry Hammock, and we could have done like 7 or 8 nights at Curry Hammock, which I think on average, I want to say Curry Hammock is probably about $40 a night. So you just can't beat that anywhere in Florida, especially the Keys.
Right.
So it's well worth it if you can get down here. It is so beautiful. The sunsets are amazing. The stars here are phenomenal. We haven't seen stars like this since we were out west.
Yes.
So just, well, we have all these lights. We're lit up right now. But tomorrow we are traveling, so that is day 10. We have a 5-hour drive to get back north, so we wanted to shoot this for you and get it out so we can get you out a video tomorrow, or today, the 10th. So this is day 10 of Vlogmas. Thanks for sticking around. We would love to know who is watching our videos. Leave a comment down below and tell us where you're from, because we'd love to see where all of our friends are from. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you real soon.
See you real soon.
All ye faithful, joyful and triumphant, come ye, come.